This is the plaintiff, Lakeisha Brown. She says she's a friend of the defendant and his wife, and after they had a very violent altercation, he fled the house. She followed him so she could alert the cops, and she found him in a parking lot. When he spotted her, he jumped back into his car and rammed her car and was arrested. Now, she's out a whole lot of money and is suing him here today for the $732.49 she's owed. This is the defendant, Randy Deshawn Slew. He says he was backing out of a spot, and just as he was gaining speed, the plaintiff came around and blocked him in. In fact, she rammed her car into his. The confrontational and snappy woman's trying to take advantage of a situation here and scam money from him, plain and simple. He's accused of a vehicular assault.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Lakeisha Brown?
Yes.
You are suing Randy Deshawn Slew for $732.49 in damages to your car that you say he committed and refuses to repay you. Tell me what's going on.
On August 9th, 2008, I was home with my son and my kid's father, and his wife, Maria, called me.
Now, Maria is, the defendant's wife, Maria, called you, and Maria is a friend of yours from where?
I actually dated his younger brother for a few years.
Okay, so you guys were friends.
Right.
She calls you.
And she said that Randy had jumped on her in front of the kids, and she wanted me to come over, real quick. So when I got there, the door was wide open. One of the panels was busted out, and when I walked in, the kids were crying and upset. And
How old are the kids?
They have 5, 18 on down. I think the youngest at that time was 2 or 3. And they were upset, and I asked them where she was. I didn't know, the severity of the situation, and they told me she was next door. So when I went next door, I do have pictures. I saw her face, and I said, okay, well, where's Randy? And she said she didn't know, that he just walked off. He walked off. She told me she had picked him up in a parking lot, and so I just drove down Merrill Road.
Wait, she had picked him up in a parking lot?
Right. He works on a ship or something, and they had 2 cars, and they were both home.
Had she just picked him up?
She had probably 30 to 45 minutes.
So he had just come home. What do you do?
Merchant seaman.
He's a merchant seaman, and he had just come back?
Right.
Okay.
And she said that, she told me that he was going back out possibly that night. So we knew that, he goes out for long periods of time. So we wanted to...
They have how many kids?
5.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure that, the police got him, make sure he didn't leave.
Do you have the pictures?
Yes, of Maria, yes.
What happened?
I have no defense for that. That was unexcusable.
What happened?
I had bought my son a 2004 Cadillac for getting good grades in school and being responsible. He was like 17 at the time. He gives me his report card for the next cycle. It was like 2 or 3 weeks after I bought the car. A's and B's on it, but it was on a photocopied paper. So I'm asking my wife, what is this? She said, that's how they've been sending it home all year. So I didn't believe it. I went to the school. They gave me his actual report cards, which was D's and F's. He had photocopied over the bad grades with good grades.
Hey, if you invested half that time in studying, you wouldn't have D's and F's.
Right, same thing I told him.
And he did that because you had promised him a car if he had good grades?
I hadn't promised him anything.
Okay.
But...
he just didn't want to get in trouble?
I don't know. He doesn't get in trouble like that.
For D's and F's? Listen, a kid who goes through the trouble of manufacturing A's and B's is a kid who's worried. There's got to be a reason why he does that.
I guess he didn't want to hear me yell. I don't know.
Okay, but how did this happen?
Because I was actually in a confrontation with him that day. My wife got in between us and wasn't thinking, and what happened.
But what did you do? How did you do? Hand those over to him. I want him to look at it.
I remember hitting her out of my way.
Take a look. Pick him up and take a good look at him.
There's no excuse for that.
No, there's not. Because that looks like a fist right in the face, right?
It was.
It was.
Yeah. I mean,
What
she got
happened?
in between me and him, and
Okay. And has that happened before?
no.
Has it happened since?
No.
You see this. You don't see the pictures. You see this.
Right.
And what do you do?
I said, well, I'll drive down the street and look and see where he's at. I mean, he's on foot, you know. I mean, he couldn't have gotten too far. He didn't have a car. So I drove down the street, and it was about maybe 2 miles, and I seen him walking nonchalantly into the parking lot. And I saw him, and I pulled up next to him, and I'm like, Randy, I mean, what happened? And he's like, Keisha, you don't know what happened. You know, stay out of it. And I said, well, you know, I'm going to call the police and tell them where you at. They didn't care. So I picked up the phone, called our non-emergency number, told him what he had on, was on the phone, and which leads to him hitting me.
Okay, now, come on over to the board. What do we have here? We have, you guys can't even agree on what the parking lot looks like, so we have your version over here and his version over there. So, to use your version, there's the food line, the one on the left.
Okay, it was an SUV. I'll just say that was a car. There were cars parked here. So I didn't know that, you know, he was
Going to a car.
So he's walking, I'm driving, I'm talking, I'm on the phone with the dispatch, and it looks like he's going to cut through to the bushes. I mean, I don't necessarily know how I turned, but I did like this because of the parking lot. It's a really big parking lot. And so I stopped, and I was about to tell her, you know, he's cutting through the bushes to Hartsfield. And I looked up, and I was on the phone with the dispatch. I said, he just hit me. She asked me, was I okay? I said, yes, ma'am. No, and then I was kind of frantic. I said, no, he's leaving. I was trying to get the tag number. I did follow him a little bit. Once I got the whole tag number to her, gave her the description, the make, model of the vehicle, I let him go.
So do you think he hit you on purpose, or do you think he
I
hit you
do.
in an effort to leave and didn't care if he hit you, or do you...
Maybe a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and go back. So you're suing for your deductible because your insurance paid for the repair.
Right.
You're suing for the rental car, which your insurance didn't pay for.
Right.
The gas for the rental, but I guess you would have used gas if you had your own car, so that doesn't make sense. And for lost wages and having to come to court today, I
Yes,
guess?
ma'am.
All right, now, what happened? How did the actual car accident happen? Come on over and show me on your diagram.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So if your spouse or partner hit you, would you A, leave him immediately, or B, say, if you ever do it again, I'm going to leave you? Which would you do?
I'd hit him back.
Okay, well, hitting him back may not solve the issue. That wasn't A or B. A or B.
A.
You'd leave him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't give him a second chance.
No.
What about a guy? What would you do if a woman hit you the first time?
Laugh?
Really?
I would stay. I would stay.
Second time.
Second time.
You'd leave?
Oh, third time?
Third time.
Nah, I'd probably stay.
You're a wuss. Going inside the courtroom.
If I'd have known this, I would have took a picture, but the parking lot is not like this. It's rows of cars. She was following me,
Okay.
but she was very nasty. She wasn't all what happened.
No, she's not a what happened, because she wants to beat you so that you look like your wife, because
Right.
that's your wife's friend. I got that. Yeah,
Right.
go on.
So I'm just avoiding her, telling her, mind your own business, you don't know what happened. And I'm walking through the parking lot. She's trying to figure out, it seemed to me, she didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So she kept going around. I got to the car, and I was coming out. I was almost out of my park, and I feel something. I didn't see her. I don't know what happened to her car. I felt a thump like I ran over. I don't know.
Oh, but you know she's after you.
I knew that.
It's not like you're minding your business, getting in a car, and then
No.
somebody seals you in. It's like, you know she is hot on your trail. She
Right.
is following you, and she is gonna try to block you in, because that is her purpose in life right now, is to make sure you don't get away.
That I did not know.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? She's sitting there, she's being nasty, she's following you. She said, what'd you do? You're not getting away, I'm calling the police. You're walking, she's yapping, you're walking, she's yapping at you. And so you know that she is on your tail, and then you hit her when you're trying to leave. Yeah, okay, I got it. Right? Look, I'm with you up to this part, all right? If you were walking to your car and Miss Vigilante over here comes as a complete surprise and tries to back you up, and that's how you end up hitting her, I'm with you. But if you know that she is coming, she's trying to stop you, and you're still trying to get away, by the way, did you turn yourself into the police?
Yes.
When?
That night.
How much later?
As soon as I got a phone call that they were looking for me.
Oh, okay. And you get charged with what?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
What was a deadly weapon?
The car.
Oh, that's just silly. He wasn't trying to assault you. Go on.
Assault with a deadly weapon, leaving the scene of an accident, domestic violence, and reckless driving, I think.
Most of those charges got dropped except for what?
Domestic.
Okay, now you ended up going to domestic violence counseling.
Right.
How many sessions did you attend?
24.
26?
20. Yeah, I guess it was like 26.
Okay, tell me about that.
I mean, it taught me about dealing with anger, and it taught me the effects. It taught me different types of abuse other than physical, like a lot of stuff that leads up to actual physical abuse that you can prevent from even going so far. I mean, I learned a lot. I mean, and it helped you see a lot too. You kind of, in a way, become disgusted with yourself after going through it.
Good. That's good. I used to be a domestic violence judge in the state of Florida, and there's nothing I like more than hearing somebody who's been through the 26-week program who actually got something out of it. But now you got to give a little something back too, okay? I find, based on the circumstances that occurred, that you should have been driving a lot more carefully, because you knew that there was somebody right on your tail trying to stop you from fleeing. You knew that because she was hawking you right as you're walking around, and she's calling the police, and she's trying to stop you, and then you still back out and try to flee. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the following amounts: her deductible, the rental car, not lost wages in this case, and not gas, which you would have to spend anyway if you had your own car. That's a total of $617.49. Verdict for the plaintiff. By the way, did your wife take you back?
Yeah.
How soon after this?
Maybe a year.
You still friends with Maria?
No.
Because of this? Other stuff?
No, just the way she handled it towards the end. If she had told me she would have got back with him, I mean, they were married. You know, that's his wife, that's her husband. You know, they're married. But the way she told me about it was kind of like, oh, well, I got mine, so you get yours.
All right. Take care.
See what the defendant thinks about the situation here after losing this verdict. Step on in here. What's going through your mind right now?
I don't think I should have had to pay her anything. She ran into me trying to stop me from whatever she was trying to do.
It sounds like it was a very chaotic situation for you at that moment.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, I wasn't thinking she would have done what she did at all.
All right. All right, good luck. Right around the corner there. All right, so come on in here. And so you get something, and what do you think out of this?
I agree with the judge, so I'm happy it's over now.
You regret getting involved in this situation?
I won't ever do it again.
Do what?
Help.
You won't ever help again?
No.
Harvey?
You know, this is an interesting case. He actually sounds like he learned his lesson, which in the People's Court, that doesn't happen a lot in these cases. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.